I'm really just tired, you know. I may lose my home. I've been to the doctor's office and ER a total of 3 times in the last week. My right arm aches as I write this. Last night, the ER doc in Littleton said that I should get a stress test for my heart. If people really knew me, they would know that the person they see that smiles and laughs in public is carrying a tremendous load that has impacted every aspect of my emotional, financial, and physical health, including my physical appearance. I guess I've been so emotionally stressed for so long that it's affecting my physical health. I want to be able to look in the mirror and know that I am beautiful, but I keep getting pulled back into the emotional pain of old wounds. When I told my mother that I couldn't see the blackboard, she didn't believe me. I thought there must be something wrong with me. When I was 9, my dad told me that perhaps I should tape a penny over my slightly protruding navel so that I could be a bathing beauty at some point. When I was 10, my mother dated a white man. I spent time with his daughter at a country club in an exclusive suburb of Detroit one weekend. She introduced me to one of her friends by the diving board. The girl just looked at me and burst out laughing. No one had to tell me why she was laughing. Then there was Michelle, who used to pick on me after school because of how I looked. I think she resented that I was fair-skinned with long, thick hair.
My mother always said that I was clumsy. She bought me a pair of heavy brown leather Girl Scout shoes, even though I was never a Girl Scout. You know those shoes never wear out. They weighed about 25 pounds apiece, and I felt so weighed down. She said I needed them because I had unusual feet. Now that was her opinion, not the doctor's. Then I finally graduated to heavy saddle shoes, which I hated almost as much. They never wore out either. The white part just got scuffed and ugly with time. Then I went to a cheap sneaker alternative. Naturally, my mother bought me the type of the boy style with a rubber cap on the toe. I blame my clumsiness on those shoes. I dreamed of dancing and flying, but I always felt tied to the ground, weighed down by those shoes. Later, my mother told me that she had considered putting me in ballet classes, but she knew that I would never succeed due to my clumsiness.
My brother is 10 years older than me, and I always thought he was so awesome. I never questioned his comments about my weight when I was young. He would say, "Look, even your toes are fat. Your feet look like Porky Pig feet. Jodi, don't you think you've eaten enough? You're beginning to look like a hog." Well, there's Jodi at the refrigerator again. One comment I will remember forever was, "I don't get it. I take care of myself. I work out. You're lazy. I eat really healthy. You're a hog who will eat anything. Yet I'm the one with cholesterol levels that are through the roof, and your cholesterol levels are perfect. What the hell is that about?" I just said, "I'm a medical mystery. Would you like a Twinkie?" I haven't seen or spoken to my brother in about 15 years. A friend asked recently how I felt about that. Without hesitation, I said, well, he never contributed to my happiness. I'll be damned if he's going to take it away. I have an amazing daughter, and I couldn't be more proud of her. I have an outstandingly wonderful husband, and my only regret is that my brother's words cut so deep that I don't believe my husband and my daughter when they tell me something positive about myself.
My grandmother didn't talk about her weight or appearance, but she struggled with her skin color. She was a beautiful mahogany color, but I believe she saw it as a liability. She always wore makeup that made her skin look lighter.
According to my mother, I have thin lips. Only mean people have thin lips, she told me. And I have a chicken neck. I didn't lay out in the sun to tan like all the other girls. I wasn't feminine. I bit my nails, and the list went on. I looked for how I could compensate for all those deficits. I had deep, soft, brown, expressive eyes, but she never mentioned them. I was a good student, a good citizen, good work ethics. I was kind to others. I was helpful. I hoped and dreamed that one day someone would recognize the good parts of me. I learned to overcompensate with the good traits. Well, I still have thin lips, but I'm not mean. My chicken neck has minimized the double chin syndrome. I'm pleased to report I don't have skin cancer for all the tanning I did not subject myself to. And I have stopped biting my nails. You know, it's too bad my mother never got to see me as a strong woman who has emerged.
On the morning of my gastric bypass surgery, I weighed 403 pounds. This surgery is controversial, and like any surgery, there could be complications. But I thought, even if I die on that operating table, at least I will know I have tried everything to lose weight. The surgery reduced my stomach from the size of a football to the size of an egg. My intestines got rerouted, so vitamin and mineral absorption will never be the same again. I will have to take supplements for the rest of my life. I should take supplements for the rest of my life, but I don't. I was released from the hospital the day after surgery and sent home to figure it all out. For the first couple of days after surgery, I ate a few tablespoons of chicken broth. It was up to me to learn what was and what was not going to make me violently ill. I went back to work as an emergency dispatcher 3 days later. My life was forever changed. A mutual friend told me about Robert, also a dispatcher for another agency who had the exact same surgery around the same time. She urged me to call him. After we talked on the phone, a couple of weeks later, we began dating. 2 months later, we were engaged. 6 months later, we were married in front of 350 of our family and friends. I had a gown with a 7.5-foot train. I was having a good hair day. My makeup looked good. I was walking down the aisle to the man of my dreams. For the first time in my life, I didn't pay attention to my physical flaws. I just went with the flow, and it was magical. Our love story began with two strangers making life-altering last-ditch efforts to control their health. It ended with me finding my soulmate, my best friend, and the man of my dreams. I've gained weight, I've lost weight, and he's never judged me. He's the one person that I can trust with any part of me.
As I review all of this, I'm realizing that I've allowed all these people to steal my joy. It's time to stop letting others steal our joy. If I knew I was beautiful, I wouldn't choose my apparel based on its ability to hide my flaws. I wouldn't continue to minimize my presence for fear of attracting attention. I would present my words and thoughts with full conviction, knowing that I have as much right and value to say my thoughts as anyone. I wouldn't go around invisible anymore. If I knew I was beautiful, I would feel free.